We are on the road to KofiMania. Or are we? Stay tuned.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
What is up, everybody? We are live on AfterBuzzTV.com, the AfterBuzz TV YouTube page, iTunes, SoundCloud. You are liking, you are subscribing, telling your friends and your foes about the world of AfterBuzz TV as we break down SmackDown Live as we inch closer and closer to the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania. What is up, everybody? I'm Christian Rosenberg. Gang is all here this week. She is sitting much closer than normal, but she's back. It's Gabby Loren.
By choice.
Oh, warms my heart to hear that.
Actually, Tom did kick me out from that side, so
just for today.
Well, we're happy that you're back. We're also happy that Tom is back.
I am
Tom
back.
Connolly is here.
Yes.
I mean, we got a lot just filling because both of you guys have had quite the eventful couple weeks. I don't know really who we should start with. I've been here doing SmackDown. I was stuck with Steve Kaufman last week, but that was okay. But I mean, Gabby, you had that huge press conference for Wow Women of Wrestling.
yes.
And
that
then
was amazing.
and then you had a really fun family event as well.
Yeah, so I had Wow Women of Wrestling's press conference, live panel. Really exciting, also super nerve-wracking, but really great experience nonetheless. And then I actually flew to Tampa, Florida, because my brother got married.
Congratulations
on
to
Friday.
him.
Awesome.
I know, and I'm so jealous because he's in Thailand right now enjoying his
Wow, that's a honeymoon.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yep. And his gift for his, wedding was the tours in Thailand. So I contributed to his tours in Bangkok and Chiang Mai because I had gone about a little over a year ago.
Right.
And so I kind of know the ins and outs, and that was my gift to him.
That's awesome.
That is
Yeah.
awesome. Quite an eventful couple weeks. Tom, you were in Hawaii last week. I mean, that's not too
was.
shabby yourself.
No.
Hawaii.
I was in Hawaii.
And apparently, you were hyping up that you had some type of news.
I do.
So much so that you asked Gabby to sit on the other side of the table.
I do. Well, I have two. I guess I have two pieces of news.
Okay,
But
go.
first one-
Are you leaving the show?
No.
Okay.
Great.
Because I swear, if I had to call Steve to come back,
I don't know if he would have. I don't know. I did get engaged while in Hawaii.
Yay! Tom's engaged.
Yes. And
Love Laurel, by the way. Your soon-to-be wife.
yes. Secondly,
There's
we
a
are
box.
expecting a baby.
Yay!
And
Big Daddy Connolly.
yeah. So chat roll
did it.
is up there. They can. We'll reveal this at the end of the show.
So you have the gender reveal in there.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, because
I have.
Gabby and I
either-
have not heard.
No, I have either. Nobody know. Yeah, only like our family knows. So I have either a WWE Championship belt in here or a SmackDown Women's Championship belt in here.
I like how it's not a Raw Women's Championship.
Definitely not. No.
So you're
We
gonna.
should do predictions, too, before.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Should we do
Opens
predictions like now, or we're gonna save that for the end? I'm sure.
We'll save this for the end.
Yeah.
Do we do our
We'll just sit
predictions
next
at
to
the
it.
end then?
Predictions. at
Sure.
the
Yeah.
end.
Okay, we'll save our predictions
think about it for the show.
Chat roll. If you want to guess if it's a boy, girl, or mantar, go right ahead. I guess.
Could be a gobbledygooker. I don't know.
I just want to say I love the fact that you're making the public announcement of the gender of your baby without your fiance here.
She said it was okay. We already did it to our family.
Yeah,
so-
it's not like
it's
the family
I know-
doesn't know.
I
That
know,
is
exactly.
just-
I mean, real
we
weird.
don't know.
Real
Your
weird.
friends don't know. Obviously, our chat roll doesn't know yet. If someone there already knows before
Well, I was
us.
waiting. I didn't tell you guys because I knew I was doing this here.
Well,
so
I figured
I
that.
purposely didn't tell you guys.
Well, I wanna fly through SmackDown then because I want to find out what belts in that
Well, we
box.
had like an hour-long match, so we could fly through that.
that's
so.
that's fair.
Yeah, yet again, right?
Yeah.
It's been happening frequently. these days.
And by the way, chat roll's already Star Drew is putting money down that it's a boy.
Okay, all right.
I
How
mean,
much money?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
are we
don't know.
talking?
He
Who's
said
getting this money?
he said $20 it's a boy. So I mean, we do not condone the gambling. However, if you guys do it outside, I want in. All right, but let's get into SmackDown because
Okay.
we start with Good Guy
Wait.
Miz. Oh, what? Go ahead.
Actually, I don't probably should save this for the end, but there's a hint here. You also use blue font.
That's not. I just found that picture online.
So you found a picture online.
Gabby, he
That
might
was
be
blue.
wanting you to think that it's blue.
He's
and that
either
it is
tricking
a
us
heel.
or he made a huge
And
mistake.
that it-
My I guess we'll find out.
I just found that picture online earlier. So.
You didn't handwrite it.
No, I didn't know. I didn't hand
You
draw
didn't
it on
make
there.
those graphics.
Gabby is not going to pay attention to the show. She's just going to focus on that box the entire show.
Exactly.
Now, if the box starts moving, we have a whole nother problem.
Yeah, I hope not.
There's a match inside
There's
the box.
a match in the box. They're fighting for what title's going to come out of the box. We start with good guy Miz, which is just weird to say.
Very weird.
Miz admits that he's taking advantage of people, taking shortcuts, sacrificed every relationship he's had in this business, all for the road to WrestleMania. And people actually warned me to watch myself about Shane. And he says Shane is rotten to the core, just like your father. You weren't born best in the world. You're a McMahon. You're born the worst. You may own this company, but you don't own me. And you don't own Kofi. That was random.
Well, it's
It
in
was
Miz's personality and character to do something like
Theme
that.
of the night.
I mean, it turned into the theme. It was just really, the first thing out of the night was like, huh?
Yeah.
All right. And hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard enough.
I like that
I
quote.
loved that line. And the crowd were a little unsure at first, but then towards the end got into this and were behind the Miz. This was in the last week and this week we started with solo promos from the two of them, from Shane last week, Miz this week. No interference, no interruptions. And I mean, I don't know how excited I am for the physical wrestling in this match, but I'm excited for the story of this match.
Yeah, I mean, I think this may be the Miz's best promo he's ever given. It was so good. Like, it just felt so genuine, and you could just, like, it just felt so real coming from him. And it is still weird seeing him getting cheered, but it weirdly took Shane turning on him to really cement him being a good guy, though.
What do you guys think of this storyline continuing to WrestleMania and Miz, Shane McMahon having a match?
I think it'll be fun. I just don't. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't know if
It's going to be one of those matches that is going to be better than how it looks on paper.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
I mean, I'm curious actually where it's going to be on the card. They're going to have it somewhere in the middle where they're going to have the video package to build it up. And we're going to have some type of sequence with Mrs. Dad at ringside.
I think so. Yeah. But yeah, I think it'll be fun. I thought it was really good. I was surprised how much the crowd came around to him at the end, where they were like really behind him. And you're like, oh wow, he's a legit face now.
Yeah, like he is legitimate. It's not just for this one. Like he is a full-fledged good guy.
Do you like Miz being a good guy? Because personally, I actually loved Miz's character as a heel.
Oh, he's one of my all-time favorite heels. Like in the history of wrestling, is one of my all-time favorites. I mean, I need to see more of it. Obviously, I need to see what happens with this Miz after Shane.
Yeah.
On who he feuds with next and how he interacts with them to really determine if I think babyface Miz is a good idea or not.
Yeah.
Right now, for this, I'm behind it because I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, we'll see what happens after, and then if not, I don't see it lasting long. I see it lasting till maybe SummerSlam, and then he's back
And go back to his routes.
It's because he left Hollywood that now he's a baby face because he's no longer corrupted by the evil celebrities and superstar.
Well,
he's
you know,
not part of the elite.
you know what I would love. I would love next week to have some they have like the face for his contract signing or whatever, and then all of a sudden someone walks in and gives Miz like a letter or something, and it informs him that he is no longer the Marine.
Oh yeah.
Like the McMahon's
That'd
just
be a
pulled
good
it from
idea.
him.
Yep. Yeah, I like that
would
idea.
be insane.
Like
that could be part of maybe a stipulation in the match. If he beats Shane,
he becomes the Marine
stays
again.
The Marine.
You know, it'd be amazing too if they had like a little fake trailer for a new Marine.
And Shane's in it?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Yes.
Exactly. And they put him as like the star Marine, and just to like put it in his face, like this is what we took away from
Oh
him.
my
Yeah.
God, we need that next week. They're going to tell him he's pulled, and here's the trailer for the new one, and there's Shane. Oh my God, get to work
Or
now.
Shane could do that in the promo. Be like, oh Miz, by the way, I saw the teaser for the next Marine. Here it is, and that's when they put Shane.
Oh my God,
That'd be amazing.
I would love that so much.
Yeah.
I also loved this. Sasha and Bailey showed up on SmackDown,
Who?
and the women's tag team champions.
Oh, we have those.
Because those go to every show, and now apparently That includes SmackDown.
Finally.
We would have never known. They take on the Iconics, who more than deserve to be in this title picture. Lacey Evans walked in and walked out again.
I hate that.
It's so
I hate
annoying.
it in the middle of a match.
Same.
But
I don't like it.
they want that response. They want us to be annoyed and have it, and how it comes in random times in the middle of matches, because we want to have that reaction. They want us to be upset at it. They want us to be annoyed at
I
her.
get that, but it doesn't make me annoyed at her. It makes me annoyed at them that they're doing this in the middle of a match.
Well, and then also, she doesn't have a tag team partner, and she's coming out for a tag team match.
Well, she's come out in the middle of men's matches.
Yeah.
But exactly, but I don't get it. Like, I want to know where it's leading to. It makes no sense.
It's going to lead to her having a feud with Naomi
But
for no reason.
I do have to say that because we saw Sasha and Bailey on SmackDown tonight, because they are the champions, I don't think they're going to hold on to it that long unless they just keep them on one show for a bit. Because to have them going back and forth every week would make absolutely no sense.
And let's just add more titles then. We need lots of no.
So either they're going to stick to Raw for a few weeks
Well, I think
doing
it's going to
that.
be go back and forth. Like
Or-
I think after WrestleMania, whoever is like champion, because I don't know where they're leading, if they even.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they're gonna have a match, but I think it'll be like the pay-per-view after WrestleMania. Whoever a SmackDown tag team will get the shot at that. I would think. I guess it depends who's the champion.
Yeah.
It would just be weird because then you're constantly changing storylines. If like you're on SmackDown one week and then on Raw the next with different people, like they don't connect at all.
Yeah.
So it can't just be, oh, you had a match against these two people, you won, that's it, bye. Now we go to the next promotion. It just doesn't keep you interested in wanting more.
No, yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah. That's why I think they've been on Raw so long until now.
Yeah. But it seemed like the Iconics will be getting a shot at least very soon, if not at Mania, because they won this match. Peyton rolled up Sasha after Billy took out Bailey with a nasty boot outside the ring, and when Peyton rolled up Sasha, Billy Kay held down her arm to prevent her from lifting the shoulder up. Iconics with the upset win in a non-title match. You know what that means?
Title shot.
Yeah. They're supposed to get a title shot now. Now, is it just going to be like a fatal four-way tag match?
That's
Is that
what
what
I
it's
think.
sounding like? I mean, I guess if that gives the Iconics a Mania match, fine. I'd rather it just be Sasha Bailey versus Iconics.
Me too.
But that might sound biased, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
I will say, because I haven't been here in a little bit, that I do love Peyton's new look. I think it
I like
really
her hair.
suits
The
her
lighter
well.
hair,
Yeah.
the longer hair, it's nice.
I really like it.
Yeah. I think it helps like more almost kind of tell them apart more a
Differentiator.
little. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know they're kind of a duo because they're the Iconics, but it's nice to see her individuality and to have her shine a little bit.
Yeah.
I also love the individuality of all the comments that we get. Segway City, baby. All the comments and likes that we see from you guys from iTunes, on YouTube, and social media, because we want to make the show better and better and better for you. Tom's given a deep personal reveal today.
Yeah, I am.
Solely for your comments and likes. It's the only reason he's doing it.
Yes. Just for the views.
Just
That's
for the
it.
views. But Tom's going to tell you how you guys can continue to help make this grow.
Yeah, before we go on to our next topic, we just want to let you guys thank you guys for making us the ESPN of TV talk. But for us to continue to grow, we could use your help. So obviously, if you're watching on YouTube, we need you to subscribe, write some comments down below, let us know you're watching, let us know what you like, what you don't like. Let us know if you enjoy surprises on the show or no surprises ever again. If you're on iTunes, give us a 5-star rating and definitely leave us a comment on there. And being a part of AfterBuzz meant so much to us. Obviously, we meet great friends and,
Who?
you and Gabby.
I'm a friend.
Today he is. No.
Just today.
Sometimes we're friends, sometimes we're foes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. And thanks for supporting us in everything that we do here at AfterBuzz.
You're
Here's
welcome.
Thanks.
No, it's fine, because here's a promo that I just don't understand. Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio, out of the blue, brings in his son Dominic, who is all grown up and is a giant compared to his dad. I mean, we remember Dominic back, in like the early 2000s involved in storylines. Of course, there was the custody of Dominic battle against Eddie Guerrero. Now Dominic's an adult. And Ray wanted his son to be with him backstage at this random SmackDown so he could be there to witness his dad announce that he has a shot at the U.S. title at WrestleMania against Samoa Joe. So what you're saying is Ray and Andrade is not happening. R-Truth is out of the picture.
Well, apparently R-Truth and Carmella are hosts of WrestleMania as well. No, I saw that online.
Interesting.
So I don't know if it's like Alexa's a host for Raw and they're a host for SmackDown. I don't know. I saw that earlier.
All right, well, we'll see. But he's not in the title match.
No.
Andrade's not in the title match, not feuding with Mysterio. And now with 2 SmackDowns left, we're going to try to throw a story of Joe probably going to do something to Dominic.
I think at Mania. I think Mania is just the beginning of this.
Because is Dominic... Is he 18?
He's training to wrestle.
Yeah, but is he 18?
I think so. Yeah, he's got to be.
If he's 18, then Joe's going to beat the crap out of him.
Oh, he is. I can't wait to see.
If he was a minor, then no, he would get in his face. But if he's 18, we're going to build up Mysterio getting pissed at Joe because he's going to take out his son.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
But we only have 2 weeks to do this.
No, I think it happens at Mania.
Right, but then,
I think Ray beats him at Mania because we've seen Joe get so pissed when he's like lost now. Like he's kind of freaked out. Like when he lost last week, he like just took everyone out when Mysterio pinned him. Tonight,
yeah,
you know what I mean. I think they're building up as this like crazy Samoan. That just like once he loses, he just loses it. And...
Listen, Rey Mysterio does not want to get his family involved. We've seen what happened to AJ Styles.
He's already got his family involved.
Oh, Wendy.
Not a good idea.
Hey, I mean, Dominic kind of looks like Samoa Joe with that haircut, so maybe it wasn't Eddie's kid all along. Maybe
it was Joe's. It was Joe's this whole time.
Can you imagine if they do that storyline?
Oh God. Vicky comes back. Why would Vicky be there?
Yeah, you don't need Vicky.
That makes no sense. Ray's what? Now I'm just throwing all different things. Jarrell is saying that Dominic's 21.
See, yeah, so.
Wow.
It makes me feel
by.
old.
It makes me feel really old. But you know what makes me feel good? Gabby's going to love this.
What?
It's time for the KO show.
Yeah.
Not only that, it's time for Christian's Closet. KO is Christian's Closet this week.
It's my favorite game.
Should you break down the outfit then, being it's your guy?
Why don't we co-tag it?
Okay.
Right?
Let's do it.
Instead of co-host, co-tag.
So you go ahead and start.
So Kevin Owens came out in this like black either tier tank with some yellow writing.
It's his
KO show.
It's his new shirt. It's got like the
shirt.
NXT type font with it, which is interesting.
And then he had his black jacket, suit jacket, with a red tie, looking super dapper and professional. Very different from
the red power tie. That is actually a Dennis Evil red tie.
Oh,
he got that. I don't sell ties yet.
Okay.
Now I might have to, since he's clearly stealing my look at Wrestling Pro Wrestling.
How amazing would it be if KO came out with merchandise that were ties?
A wrestler should.
I would wear a tie to a wrestling show.
Do you hear this, Kevin?
That would be freaking awesome.
I mean, if he starts doing the KO show more regularly and has a tie each time, they will make a KO tie.
That'd be so cute.
They will 100% make a KO tie.
You guys, Christmas, end of the year,
On
you
the
know
list.
the gift. It's always a KO gift. Gotta be tie.
And then there's a bonus Christian Closet in the midst of this because his guests are Becky Lynch and Charlotte. And Becky's got a new t-shirt that says WrestleMania.
I like that too.
Nice.
And it's a photo of her, and it's just
It's like her as the
big
Statue of
letters
Liberty.
with the man. Love it. Perfect shirt for perfect time. So we had a double Christian's Closet in one segment.
And Charlotte looked great today too.
She looked great as always, but she's worn that outfit before.
Has she? Okay.
I think. Something similar to it, at least.
She looked great. I always wonder though, like, do they have wardrobe stylists for some of their stuff?
I don't know.
Or is it just them? Like,
It's
is that
probably just
in
them.
Charlotte's closet?
I'm guessing it's probably just in her closet.
So interesting. Because, yeah, I thought Charlotte looked great. She looked so put together. She's been dressing really nice lately. Like, I think she stepped it up over the last year.
Because she knew she was main event of Mania.
Yeah.
Want to get ready. So
making that money.
So-
She should turn into what the character that Miz used to be, because she's all designered out. I don't know if you noticed, but most of the time when she's wearing jeans, she has these nice like Gucci belts and Louis Vuitton belts. So she's always wearing designer stuff. She should turn into that Hollywood cliche. You know, look at me. I am better than you.
She's got to be in the next Marine then.
Yeah.
She's got to be in it. Becky was in the last
Female
one.
Marine.
Oh yeah, we'll just have her be the lead.
Yeah.
By the way, I loved how Kevin Owens moderated this interview segment. He was joking with the crowd. He was making fun of himself. He's like, best friends, right? I mean, you know, just like stuff like that. And then he was reading off all these different quotes, and he was like, you know, I feel like there's something we should do. Oh, yeah, fight Owens, fight Becky, fight Charlotte, fight. Hold on, let me get out of the ring. As you were. And then and then Becky and Charlotte, like, they really didn't even talk. It was just Kevin laying it all out, leaves the ring, Becky and Charlotte brawl, separated by security and agents.
It was kind of weak though. The brawl.
I was hoping, since we haven't seen her on SmackDown, that all of a sudden Ronda was going to show up.
Yeah, I don't like that. It's like
All three of them can be on Raw, but Ronda's not on SmackDown.
Yeah, like no, she could be on SmackDown. It's for her belt. They're SmackDown women fighting for her belt.
Yeah,
she can show up. Maybe she showed up the week before.
maybe.
I feel like the only thing they could do is like her show up and just decimate both of them going into Mania, just so people, you know what I mean, to leave some kind of doubt in people's mind that neither of them are going to win and she's going to retain. But I feel like this match is more about them.
Yeah.
And Ronda's just kind of there. So.
And we still have the question up in the air because, again, we're 2 weeks away. What is Kevin Owens doing at Mania?
I guess he's going to be in the Battle Royal.
Is he going to be in a Battle Royal?
Since only one person is in that Battle Royal, and it's Strowman so far, I think.
Yeah.
I think so.
You think he'll be in a Battle Royal?
Do you?
I mean, at this point, I don't know what else he would be in.
I don't think there's. I think it's just going to be everyone else is in the Battle Royal.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't need. There's a lot of even main event matches we don't even know are happening. So.
AJ Styles promo talks about how Randy Orton is not just good, he's great. He was a first-round draft pick. I'm a walk-on. And I'm not going to Mania to build anything, because that's what I do for SmackDown. And Mania, I'm going to tear the house down. Oh, and by the way, good luck, Kofi.
Well,
and Kevin Owens said good luck, Kofi, too.
I think it was like, I'm a good guy now. I love Kofi.
Yeah. And, yeah, it was one of those things where it's just like, okay, well, obviously, after The Miz did at the beginning, okay, we see what the pattern of the show is going to be.
Yeah.
And now all of them are doing it.
Well, I'll get to what I think it is when we get to that match later.
Well, we're about to be there.
Okay. No, I meant after the match.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Daniel Bryan with a quick promo prior, just saying Kofi being in this match is injustice. Kofi doesn't deserve the opportunity because Kofi was handed this opportunity for replacing Mustafa Ali. He should not have been in. We're all coughing today. This is great.
Yeah.
Are we all getting sick?
Well, I'm trying to get over some. I was coughing last week, too.
My throat's dry.
Tom's throat's dry because he's just so eager to tell us what's in that box.
I was going to say he's getting nervous.
I am.
To let us know.
Yeah.
Has it moved?
No.
Has it moved?
No.
Okay.
It's okay.
I just wanted to make sure.
Make it move. Oh my God. It's Gizmo from the Gremlins.
And then Daniel Bryan's interrupted by New Day. And we begin the hour-long Gauntlet match. Start with Kofi and Sheamus. Well, this was the longest match of the Gauntlet. They went nearly 20 minutes. Kofi got the Trouble in Paradise on him. Eliminate Sheamus. Cesaro was outside there the entire time. Immediately jumps in. Now we have Kofi versus Cesaro. Between Sheamus and Cesaro, they had a good strategy of working like the leg and lower back of Kofi to wear him out during the course of the entire Gauntlet. Kofi countered the neutralizer into an SOS. Eliminate Cesaro. Then Eric Rowan shows up as the next one. Now comes out to the Bludgeon Brothers music again, apparently. Why?
Was that a mistake, you think?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. The last several weeks, he's been coming out to his other music, and tonight was Bludgeon Brothers music.
Oh, wow.
Correct, Tron.
That's a pretty big mistake.
Yeah, if it is a mistake, or if they just change their mind, we're going back to this.
Yeah. I also feel like sometimes they like hit the button. You know what I mean? They're like, well, we can't turn it off now. He's already going out there. You know.
But is it like? Don't they have to pre-set that music and cue it up?
Yeah, but maybe, I don't know. Who knows? They may
Maybe they're doing a return.
Maybe
you never know. I mean, it could be the thing of like, all right, hit Rowan's music, and they had multiple buttons that said Rowan's music. Yep, that one.
Who's the PA that messed up? Who was it?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I don't know if it was a PA for that.
Well, maybe the PA loaded the music.
That's
and they
true.
loaded the
Maybe.
wrong music.
Maybe. Chat roll blames it on Scott Narver. I understand that.
Probably was him.
So Eric Rowan, they don't really have much of a match. Just goes for a couple of minutes because Rowan intentionally gets himself disqualified by grabbing a steel chair, swinging it at Kofi, and then he just decimates Kofi with the chair, with the ring post, and gives his palm on the skull, iron claw choke slam through the announce table without removing the iPads.
I was so mad by that. That like really upset me because it doesn't take
Those
that
are
hard to do.
expensive.
No, it's not even that. That hurts even more. Like you're already going through a table. It doesn't take that long to just take your arm, your big arm, Rowan, and swipe it all off. When you're gonna throw someone through it, like I don't know, it's more of like a safety thing.
He
if
wanted
someone's
it to
throwing me
look
through
so
it,
vicious that he forgot to remove the iPad.
at least move him to the back of the table then, and then do it.
I'm going to put this in perspective, you guys. They've done a lot worse things than put somebody on top of an iPad.
I know that, but
So when we talk
Like
about
what?
dangerous situations, like jumping off of steel cages,
to me,
maybe.
that's something where it's like it's something that is so simple that like ends up really like just hurting someone even more because like you hit the edge of this with your back.
But they have a case on it, don't they?
Yeah, but
it's
still,
like a
it's still
padded
gonna
case.
no. It's still gonna hurt though.
It's still a
Like,
glass
just
screen.
Let's
Just
try
think of this.
it.
Just think of this.
Let's get a padded iPad and throw you on top
Okay,
and see if it hurts.
I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna hurt.
I'm just kidding, Tom. I
It's
love
more
you
of that-
too much
it's
to
more
do
that-
that.
Is
like
there an iPad in the box?
No.
Okay.
But it's more that, and it's more of like his head hitting the edge of the screen. You know what I mean? I think they're monitors. I don't know if they're like iPads, but
Oh.
it's just like a weird thing. Like if you hit your head on this, like that's gonna hurt, and it's like a dumb injury that you can get for no reason when someone could have taken a second to throw.
That's honestly the big question that I had on doing this type of match because there were so many things that could have gone wrong.
Yeah.
When you're putting them in this match with all these guys doing all these things, what if he sprained a knee in the midst of this match?
Kofi, he's just gonna keep going.
I understand. Of course, he'll keep going because he's the pro and will do that. But if it's one of those things where, oh, no, he can't continue, or, oh, no, he has to rest a few weeks. For wrestling 5 guys at once,
Yeah.
it's such a crazy risk. So Samoa Joe comes out next, just pretty much a vulture, and took his time because that's what apparently Samoa Joe does. Beats him up. Kofi somehow keeps kicking out. Joe sets up the Muscle Buster, which we just do not see on TV. So the fact when he sets it up, everyone's like, oh no. But Kofi counted out of it, rolled him up, pinned him. He's beaten 4. So then Joe locks on the Coquina Clutch and chokes him out, knocks him unconscious. So naturally, Randy Orton, the 5th guy, is going to sprint to the ring to get the match started because
Get
he
it
has an
over with.
unconscious Kofi Kingston. Now Kofi took his time, or Randy took his time.
We had to go to commercial break first, so
Yeah, he had to go to commercial. By the time we got back to commercial, Randy was halfway to the ring. Now, here's my one question with it. For all the guys that Kofi was facing, with the exception of Rowan, because he is aligned with Dan O'Brien, what was at stake for the others?
nothing.
What do they get for it? Why does it matter to them if they're not guaranteed to be in that like pretty much if Vince told them whichever one you pins him replaces him.
Yeah.
And you'll get the shot at Dan O'Brien. That's a reason for all these
Yeah.
guys to want to beat him. Or
No, why would we do that?
I'll give you $500,000.
Yeah.
Whatever, something. They're out there just to wrestle. Like, what if Randy Orton? What if it was like, I don't want to wrestle tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, like if the character,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like wrestling tonight. Ring the bell. I'm gonna walk out and get counted out.
Yeah, there was no incentive. For them.
No incentive for them
Which
at
is
all.
So it's such a weird. That's also just goes back to story of them just kind of being lazy sometimes, of being like, well, they're all bad guys, so of course they're gonna want to beat them up.
Well,
That doesn't make sense all the time.
No, it doesn't. And then
Like the Bar, at least they kind of have some kind of issue with
the New Day.
yeah, but Samoa Joe, he has no issue with him at all.
Orton, none.
Yeah.
And along with all that, then you had like the crowd around New Day that's building more and more, watching on the monitor. The entire time, Tom Phillips was saying, Xavier and Big E are banned from ringside. They can't help. What about everyone else that is watching, cheering him on?
I really thought that people were going to help him beat these guys along the way. Like, it was I thought it was kind of crazy that he actually beat all of them on his own. Like, I mean, it helps because it's an amazing feat for him, but it also, this guy is just beat down by the time Joe comes out. I thought we'd see Mysterio do something.
Right.
And then I thought we'd see AJ come out and help him beat Orton. Just to keep... Also, let's continue these feuds that we have. Like, why are these guys fighting him? And why are they not doing anything else with the guys fighting him?
Also, I'm going to let you... I know you were waiting to get to your point. But I also want to say... And we have, like, the crowd watching on the monitor. Well, we had AJ, Kevin Owens, and Miz praise him.
Yeah.
Where were they watching?
That's why I thought we would see something.
Nowhere to be found.
What it was, yeah.
Yeah.
so I think the biggest part of the storyline is the fact that Vince McMahon will do anything and everything to give him obstacles so that he cannot attain that championship. And on WWE and on YouTube, the .com exclusive was backstage with his tag team partners in the New Day. And they were all saying, like, Big E stressed, they're just going to keep throwing things at you. They're just going to keep doing this so that you can never win. And I think that's really the point. It doesn't matter what's in it for Randy Orton or what's in it for this person or that person. It's to show you
What doesn't
that
matter to
Vince can do anything to throw people in your way so you can't attain that.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter to Vince, but to a wrestler, if he's telling you, hey, go out there and beat him, well, why? What's in it for me? Now, if he says, do it or you're fired,
Yeah.
okay, well, now I got to do it.
Well, that could make a storyline more dynamic, but at the same time, people do what Vince says because they want Vince to be on their side.
Yeah.
So it does make sense. However, if you're a writer, you can make a story more dynamic by adding other layers in, but not necessary. They're probably booked up and busy because WrestleMania is a few weeks
Yeah,
away.
but I also feel like, I mean, now we have... I mean, do you want to finish what happened?
Yeah, I mean, well, unless you had something else you wanted to say.
No, because I'll talk about it after.
So Randy and Kofi are going at it, or Kofi counted an RKO, rolls him up, pins him. Kofi somehow beats all five, and then Vince comes out. And here's what I thought Vince was going to do. I figured he was coming out because based on how Kofi rolled up Orton, I don't know if you saw it. Orton's finger touches the bottom rope.
Oh, does it? Oh,
He reaches for the rope. He slightly touches it. His hand goes under it. I was ready for Vince to come out, replay, match continue because he reached the rope, RKO.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was expecting. But they didn't acknowledge Orton with the ropes.
It was a weird roll-up.
It was an odd roll-up, too. Kofi also spiked himself doing an SOS after 50 minutes. And Vince then says, you're going to WrestleMania as long as you beat this one more guy. Out comes Daniel Bryan.
I've never been so mad to see Daniel Bryan before.
You've made Tom angry to see Daniel Bryan.
You've done your job well.
Kofi trying to give a valiant effort as best he can. Running knee. Daniel Bryan defeats Kofi. And the depression from the commentators, all three of them are just like, and Kofi's not going to Mania. And Daniel Bryan got the win. Kofi.
How do we feel about this?
I think it's stupid. I think I like the story of where we're going, but tonight should have been the night they pulled the trigger and said, we have a match for WrestleMania because you have 2 weeks left.
Yeah.
Is there only one more SmackDown or two?
Two.
So 2 more SmackDowns to build your SmackDown brand championship match. You have 2 weeks. I get where we're going. But I just don't like how tonight, he did everything he was told to do.
Racist Fan Rocks 4 in the chat brought up a really cool idea that I see. Because obviously you were thinking back when Daniel Bryan was People's Player trying to evolve, they had the Yes movement with all the different fans and stuff that came into the ring. he was suggesting something based on all the wrestlers that were showing their support.
This is gonna be my idea. I bet you. Let me hear this, and this is gonna say.
His idea was, or her idea. I'm sorry, I don't know who it is. Was the start of next week's SmackDown. That there's a sit-in or a walkout of all the SmackDown superstars in support.
I think that's
Kofi.
what they're gonna do. I was literally gonna say the same thing. I was like, or it's gonna be like they all like Vince lines a couple guys up in the ring, and goes, so who wants an opportunity? And someone comes up, steps up, and he's gonna like, AJ, I'm gonna give you an opportunity to fight against Daniel Bryan for the WWE Championship, and AJ's gonna be like, that's great, Vince, but I don't want that. Kofi should have that. You know what I mean? Like they all kind of be like, no, Kofi should have that. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I think that'd be
really nice.
a cool way to do it. If you're gonna get to it that way, and then them all just being like, if Kofi doesn't get it, then we're not showing up at WrestleMania.
Well, maybe that's
know
where they are leading, because in the back it was like all this camaraderie, and even the commentators mentioned how in the locker room everyone's in support.
And
of Kofi.
EC3 was there.
Was he? I didn't see
way in the back.
Nikki Cross,
way in the back. Nikki Cross was
down
hanging
on
out
the
there.
floor.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll see.
I just think it's getting to be too little, too late. This momentum has been building. He had this amazing performance tonight, and then just to get crapped on again, it's annoying to me that you're every time it's like, we're gonna give you what you want. Oh, we're gonna take it away.
Is it crazy for me to think that all this work that they're trying to do to get and keep getting pulled away is going to lead to the New Day breaking up?
I hope not.
I don't want that.
I was almost worried that.
I don't want that at all.
I was worried that when they came out to celebrate with him,
that one of them was going to turn on him.
Yeah, I was like, where are we going with this? But I hope not. No.
Yeah, I don't want it.
No, I don't want it either. I don't. No.
All right. Well, with that, we got to get into wrestling rap. So, Gabby, what do we have this week?
So this week, I'm so glad to have the music back, you guys. It's great.
Yeah.
It was my welcome back music. So for wrestling rap, we all know that Kurt Angle is going to be retiring from in-ring wrestling, but that does not mean he will not be working with WWE. In fact, he has said on his personal Facebook page that he will be probably working behind the scenes and maybe with younger talent, doing some stuff backstage.
Can you imagine him at NXT, like being a coach at NXT?
That'd be interesting.
Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle, down there.
Or maybe he could do what TJ does, Natalia's husband.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Producing and stuff.
Absolutely.
They've been in the industry so long; these guys would be the best to be the writers and the producers. So, he did also announce that his final match, his farewell match during WrestleMania, will be against Baron Corbin.
And the crowd goes boo.
I know we're not huge fans, but how do you feel?
I'm probably the only one that is okay with this.
Why?
Let me explain.
Okay.
Because I know there are 1,000 other people we'd be more entertained with having a match.
Yep.
But Angle, and he's from the mentality of telling the story. And this is the only guy he has had a story with the last year and a half. And he hasn't bested him. He hasn't gotten that win. And whether you like Corbin or not, I'm not a fan of him either. But this last year, he has been one of the top, if not the top heel on Raw.
Yeah, but he was
I know the ratings have plummeted because of it.
That's not him. That's the booking of him.
Yes.
It's not him him alone.
Yes.
But I just think it's
and he has not had he won the Battle Royal his debut, but Baron Corbin has not had a singles match at Mania. He had a pre-show match, a kickoff match at some point with Ambrose, I think, but he hasn't had a marquee match yet. I'm not against this, and I'm sure this was type of thing with Angle. They'd be like, "Hey, are you okay with this?" And Angle probably, on one hand, being like, "Yeah, it makes sense with the story. B, I'm a company guy. Let's do it."
Yeah, and also, I mean, I'm not saying they may have a really good match. I think it's one of those things where it's the bar is so low that they could have an awesome match, and then people would be like, "Oh, that was good."
I love the chat roll has immediately all turned on me, just like that.
It's okay. It's good to have an opinion.
Yeah.
It's good to have differing opinions.
I'm not saying I'm gonna enjoy it, but it makes some
And
sense.
hey, also, he may beat him in like 3 seconds, and then we actually get him to actually have a good opponent. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's true.
Like, he'd be like,
He's like,
I
"No,
beat you.
I'm-
I beat you. This was too easy. I want a real match.
I want a real match, and now
Yeah.
comes Cena or something.
Yeah,
Yikes.
All right. What else? What we
Well,
got?
that just destroys him, Baron.
Well, yeah.
So the next story, you guys may know this wrestler from the independents. He's wrestled all throughout the U.S. and Mexico, and as of the last week of February, he signed a deal with WWE and will be joining NXT very soon, probably post WrestleMania, I would think.
And his name?
And his name is I know you already know because you've looked at my computer, but it is DJZ. He's definitely performed with Impact Wrestling before, a bunch of different promotions like AAW, Evolve, MLW, and Progress. So, yeah, he'll be with WWE very shortly, you guys. So, what do you think about his new venture? And do you think he'll be successful?
He'll be great for 205 Live.
I'm not sure. I'd have to
Maybe
see him.
NXT.
I've probably seen him
NXT
before, but I'm
now.
not sure.
He's a very talented guy, and he's actually got a great story. A couple of years ago, I don't remember what it was, but he had like a life-threatening surgery, and didn't think A, unsure if he was going to survive. B, obviously wasn't sure if he was going to wrestle again.
Fractured colon he had.
Yeah,
Jeez.
that's
And
a,
internal bleeding, which is what will kill you for sure.
That's a pretty major surgery to have. So the fact that he overcame this, had a successful career in Impact, came back to Impact, obviously working, like you were saying, all over the world. Now actually earning this opportunity, I say good for him.
Yeah.
People all the time ask me, because I'm associated with women of wrestling, like, are you going to ever wrestle? Like, that's always a question. And I'm like, no, because look at the injuries these people have put themselves through. Getting into my next story, Chelsea Green just got injured,
I feel so
Yeah.
bad for her.
and she has a broken wrist, so she had to have surgery last week.
But she finished her match.
Yep.
She
It was
finished
her
match,
TV
yeah.
debut, and she broke her wrist during it and still finished her match. Get well soon. She's a fantastic talent.
Well, the crazy thing is, I would think she might be in the NXT takeover tapings for, WrestleMania week, right? Because she's new and she's
Well,
also
not
a
now.
popular face.
Well, they'll probably
right,
show her match,
not
but-
now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because
not,
she's
like-
clearly injured.
Yeah.
But I would have thought like she probably would have been working,
Right.
Yeah.
and that's extremely unfortunate. But yeah, this is why I would be too scared. Like, I'm a little baby when it comes to this stuff. Like, that stuff is scary, and I'm very fearful of getting injured.
Yeah.
I've seen wrestlers get injured just in rehearsing their moves, like not even performing, and it is very, very frightening.
Yeah.
All right, we got like 2 minutes left. I need to know what's in this damn box. I don't know if you had any more stories or not, but
Actually, I
But we
can't
got-
finish off without a Kevin Owens.
what's
story.
your quick Kevin Owens story?
So my Kevin Owens story is that, Chris Jericho, on his first Jericho cruise that happened previously in the fall, he actually did a fan Q&A, and the recording was just released to the public on a recent episode of the Talk is Jericho podcast. And the final question answered by Y2J was who he would pick to induct him into the WWE Hall of Fame. And he actually said, quote unquote, I used to think that Shawn Michaels would be good, but he's done it before. This is if Chris Jericho is to get inducted one day.
Which will be one day.
Yeah, one day. He said, I would say honestly, I think Kevin Owens would be good, and I'll tell you the reason why. He grew up as a fan of mine, and then I ended up doing this amazing angle with him, and we had great chemistry and a whole cool 8-month angle, whatever it was. So I think it would be kind of cool to have him do it from both sides of the coin, from being a fan of Chris Jericho and then getting to work with Chris Jericho.
That'd be cool.
Much like when Shawn got inducted.
I would love it.
And he said, they never asked me, but I would have been a real good candidate for that as well. I would say Kevin Owens, or my go-to answer is always the same, Funaki.
Oh, or Funaki.
What's chat roll saying? What are they thinking?
I know. I say
Charo
Kevin Owens.
wants to know what's in the box, and I want to know too.
Okay.
So we got to make our picks here.
You pick a pick, quick.
I'm going to complete.
I'll start
I'm going to complete swerve, and I'm saying there are 2 belts in there.
Wow.
Just because it seems weird, and we got to let's make sure we do a wide shot so we can get mine and Gabby's reaction at the same time. You lift up. Gabby, what's your guess?
I say girl.
You're saying girl. I'm just going out there on a limb and saying it's twins somehow.
You probably should say it's a boy because of the graphics. It's
And
Going against my gut.
Are we ready?
oh my God, I was right!
It is a boy.
No,
It's twins!
Oh my God! How did I not think? Wow,
Oh
it's
my
late.
God, I was right!
I can't believe
But
you
it's
guessed
2
that.
boys?
2 boys.
Oh my God!
I got Usos
I
coming
can't believe you're
along.
having 2 kids. Jeez, you're gonna have tag team champions.
Jonathan Cena Connolly and Daniel Bryan Connolly on oh my God!
I can't believe you guessed that.
I cannot believe I got that right.
Were you like dying inside when he said that?
What?
Yeah, I was like, I can't believe you just said that right now.
What?
So now the real question is, did you do the graphics on purpose and forget that you had blue fonts?
I just printed that out.
Okay, so that really
That
wasn't
has
your
nothing
story.
to do with anything.
That did nothing.
Damn, I should have went with a boy. I
Oh
should've went with
my God! We have to
Twins.
wrap up now from that. We can talk another hour about this.
I'm gonna put him over my shoulder.
Well, congratulations.
Oh my
exciting.
God!
How do you think
That's
I
more
felt?
fun. 2 is better than 1.
Yeah.
I'm overwhelmed, and they're not mine.
I couldn't believe it. It was
Wow.
like so shocking.
Does twins run in her family?
No,
or
neither
yours?
of us
No?
have twins.
Wow.
Had twins.
That is so nuts.
This is insane.
So do you?
And I bought these. No lie, I bought
This
these
is insane.
a long time ago. And I was like, because I didn't know they were gonna be. We knew we were having twins, but I didn't know they were gonna be 2 boys. So I was like,
How long have you known those twins and not told us?
A long time. A couple weeks. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what it would
Oh
actually.
Long
my
enough.
God!
Yes.
So you bought these
I
before?
bought these before, and I was like, oh, this would be a great way to reveal, not thinking that there were actually going to be 2 boys.
The chat roll is asking me for lottery numbers now. Oh my! We gotta wrap
Yeah.
up.
Well, someone
Oh
said,
my
Dylan
God.
said, "Welcome to the Connolly Penitentiary."
Yeah,
Love it.
there it is. Jonathan Cena Connolly, Daniel Bryan Connolly. It's happening.
I don't
Oh
think
my
that's gonna
God.
be the names, but
I'm
We're
sure
really
your
excited for
fiance is
you.
perfectly fine with it.
yeah, that was the first thing I said. Yeah.
Well, we somehow have to wrap this up now. Hey, people, make sure you tweet Tom and congratulate him. Give him baby name ideas.
Yeah. Let's get some.
Yeah.
Well, how
That's a
can
good
they
idea.
tweet you baby name
You can
ideas?
find me on Twitter, Instagram, Tom the Com. Also check out Connolly Central, because I got to make some money for these now.
Seriously,
Go buy some rings.
you can. That's 2 kids. You're building a dynasty. Gabby.
That's so funny. I want you guys to tweet him baby names and also tag team champion names.
Yeah,
There
tag
you go.
team
I want
names
to
too.
know
Yeah,
what their
yeah,
tag
yeah.
team names would
Yeah.
be if they're a tag team.
Good
All
idea.
right, you guys can find me at Gabby Loren TV on both Instagram and Twitter. Again, I'll be on Shein this Thursday. Please support me. It means the world for you guys to be on there. You can download the app on the Google Play Store or on your iTunes Store, right? I don't have an Apple anymore. Sorry. And then new announcements coming shortly of great projects in the works that I would love for you guys to support me on too, but in the future weeks.
I'm just besides myself with the fact that A, I got that right. B, you're having twins. C, Gabby didn't understand that you were having twins.
You know what? It's late, you guys. It's like 10 p.m. and I've been up for a while.
Follow me on Twitter at Rosenberg, Instagram the Rosenberg, ProWrestlingTees.com/Christian Rosenberg. I may have to give some of my t-shirt money to Tom at this point. I don't know. And for other AfterBuzz TV news and gossip, follow me on Twitter AfterBuzz TV. Thanks so much for Father Tom Connolly and Gabby Loren. I'm Christian Rosenberg. We'll see you later.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.